Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the channel. And on tonight's live stream episode, we're going to be talking about what happened on Tuesday. And also, we're going to be talking more about some updates for iOS. If you guys don't know, we'll get to that here in just a minute. I definitely do want to thank you guys again for being a part of the live stream. And also, for those of you who are new to the channel and have not yet got a chance to get subscribed, go ahead and get subscribed for more content. And be sure to turn on all those beautiful bell notifications. So therefore, you'll always be able to stay up to date, receive news and more updates as they roll out here on the channel. But with that being said, live chats are in fact open. If you guys like to jump into the chat, you're more than welcome to. Please keep everything respectful. Please be respectful to myself, my moderators, and all my viewers, because negativity on this channel will not be tolerated at any given time. So I definitely do want to take the time to thank each and every single one of you for your understanding. And hopefully we can make this a very safe and fun live stream for everyone. So for those of you who are comfortable with the situation, let's go ahead and kick back, relax, and have some fun. So first and foremost, the reason why I ended my live stream early is because I was having issues with my camera. I did, however, go back and reset some things. I had a little bit of a situation with my camera. Hopefully, I had fixed the minor issue that I was having. So if the live stream does end abruptly before the time frame of 9:30 p.m. tonight, I will be ending the live stream right then and there. So definitely do keep that in mind, guys. So I definitely do want to apologize again for any inconveniences, because usually I do live stream 3 times a week. That is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 8 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, moving on to the next topic, guys. There has been an update for Apple iPhones, mostly iPhones, iPads, stuff like that, all your mobile devices. And the version that is currently being ran right now, if you have already updated your device, you should be running 26.3 on iOS. So they do not mention anything about artificial intelligence and so forth. So if you have not got a chance to get your phone updated, try to update your device at the most convenient time for you. So without further ado, guys, also there is a video game that has been out for quite a while. There has been some significant updates, and they also revamped some of the they revamped some of the graphics on Gas Station Simulator. For those of you who don't know, that game has been out for a while. If you guys would like to know where you can find the game, it is available on Steam. It is out currently for anyone to get. I do not believe that there is a demo for that game. So definitely do check out the video before you decide to purchase the game, because once you open the app to get ready to play the game, you might not be able. So anyway, not to mention also, guys, I was in fact talking about Microsoft, and I think that's pretty much where my live stream head. My camera started malfunctioning because I think maybe they might have got their feelings hurt. Don't know. That's a Microsoft thing, not a me thing. So anyway, There has been some changes to certain games. Most of the games that I'm actually going to be talking about, they are in fact going to be coming out this year. I did talk about a lot of survival games, and I did talk about a lot of. I think I did mention something. Well, yeah, survival games, zombie apocalypse, stuff like that. But there is talk right now of another video game that's probably going to be released sometime this year, maybe probably sometime, if it's not this year, probably sometime next year. It is a John Wick video game, guys. Believe that or not, but there right now it's all talk. I can't really go into any specific details with that right now because I just got information on that previously before I jumped on the stream, so I'm definitely going to take a deeper look into that and see exactly what comes of that. But hopefully everything is copacetic, and hopefully they did get the proper permissions to do so because that could be a copyright issue. So I don't want that. I'm just hoping that that does not come back onto the developer or the devs who are creating the game. So anyway, so far, my video or my live stream does in fact looks pretty stable. I did have a message pop up on my screen. It was on my end that said that my network was not secured, stuff like that. But uh, I'm not going to believe that because my PC does actually have two firewalls, and there is also a VPN on my internet connection. So why that keeps popping up, I don't know. So if this live stream does in fact end early, if it does kick off tonight early, I will be, like I said, I will be fixing this issue, and hopefully I'll be addressing that. And if need be, I can always go back in and reset my media settings. So I hope you guys can actually hear me. If you guys can hear me okay, let me know in the chats, or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section and let me know exactly how my audio is during the time of this live stream. So I do not have my coffee tonight, guys. I am in fact drinking water. This came from the tap, unfortunately, but I have actually drank 2 jars of coffee today, guys. So if I sound a little jittery, I definitely do want to apologize in advance. Nothing personal, but it is what it is at the end of the day, right? So there also is another survival game that I have just basically seen. This is not out yet, guys. It is still under development. So this could possibly be under stage 1, maybe stage 2 beta testing. If you guys have not checked out the video game yet, that's probably because it's not out yet, and only certain people have access to that. Strange Lights. This game is so realistic. I've actually seen a playthrough of this, but that video game actually does look like a real movie, guys. So there is a content creator on there. I did in fact enlarge that so his identity would be protected because I don't specifically have his permission to put him on camera. So there is also another one. It is called Babolia. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. Due to the fact that there is a content creator, I can pretty much try to. I'm gonna try to pull this up, guys, but I'm definitely gonna have to hide the other content creator on here. This is the name of the other game that is not. I do believe this game has not been released yet because a lot of these games are, in fact, still a work in progress. Big shout out to the devs who are creating these games. I hope you guys are actually seeing my channel. I'm impressed. As a matter of fact, I'm very impressed with all the work and stuff. This is another video game. It's called Night Bell. This game has not been released yet either that I'm aware of. So if you guys do happen to get a chance to check these games out, you guys can also find these on Steam. But right now, I do believe that they are still I working on the trailers and so forth. And as a matter of fact, I did talk about a lot of other games from In Night Games. If you guys are actually seeing my channel, big shout out to In Night Games. You guys are definitely amazing. I'm very impressed with all the work that you guys have done. So continue to keep up the good work, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of your games coming out here sometime in the near future. Matter of fact, I've actually played a couple of them. 7 Days to Die, I have actually played that. 2.5 version is already available on Steam, guys. I do believe it is also available for Epic Games and at least, and of course, my least favorite, Game Pass. And also, if you guys are on console, you don't actually have to go through Game Pass to get your games. You guys can actually purchase those separately from a Game Pass subscription. So you can actually buy the digital copy of the license outright, and you guys will still have access to playing the game on console. But a lot of these newer games that are coming out, guys, I think a lot of these are pretty much going to be for PC only for the time being until they can actually figure out a way to compress to find a way to shrink down the the downloads folder to where the game could actually slide into different consoles and stuff like that. So hopefully everybody will be able to get a chance to play most of these new games that are coming out. A lot of these may not be compatible for console because of the high demand in graphics. So I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what's going on with that. Um, Guys, right now I do not have my other PC sitting here next to me. I have my other PC unplugged, and I have it sitting on a in a different location, pretty much in the same room where I'm at, but it's in a different location. I did not have time to grab that because I was moving my camera last time, and on my end, from what I saw, I couldn't see myself on the screen. So my whole entire screen went completely black. So, and I went to try to reload it. It would not let me in. So I had to opt completely out, had to jump back in, reconnect. And it was just, guys, this was an absolute nightmare. This was not something I was exactly planning on doing, but hopefully I did, in fact, hopefully this live stream does stay up. But if it does not stay up, then I will be back again this coming. I think I did say Tuesday. I don't know why I said that. But if this live stream does end, guys, I will definitely be back on Saturday. So I hope you guys can understand where I'm coming from. But so far, so good. I only had just one little pop up message, it disappeared. So I just kind of shrugged that off. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or any type of concerns about any type of games that you guys would like to know more about, feel free to let me know in the comments, or feel free to drop a comment right over here in the chats. Although my chat's on the right hand side of my screen. Usually I keep them on the left side, but I don't know. For a little while, I guess I've been keeping them more on to the right side of my screen so I can see who's popping in to my chat to my live stream. And also, I'm actually thinking about putting an age restriction on my YouTube channel, guys, because I'm not doing this to promote anything. I just don't want anyone to think that I'm doing something out of the unordinary. But I do, in fact, use tobacco products on my live stream. And due to the fact that there are underage people that are also on YouTube, I don't want to get them, I do not want to give them the wrong kind of example because if you guys have kids, you wouldn't want to see you wouldn't want to see your kids going on to somebody else's channel and they're sitting down and they're lighting up a cigarette or something. So just taking into consideration. So that's why I'm suggesting possibly putting a age restriction on my channel, guys. It is nothing personal, but I don't know. Haven't really decided yet. If you think that's a good idea, let me know in the comments. If you guys have any other ideas about that, feel free to leave a comment in the chats, guys. So I'm just basically pretty much giving you some updates and so forth. I may have some other news coming out here pretty soon, but I am also going to be working on different content as well. Um, I'm also thinking about starting a gaming webpage, kind of like Steam, kind of like Epic Games, Game Pass, stuff like that. But also, I'm actually thinking about doing this to help people that's not able to afford buying certain games on Steam, Epic Games, Game Pass, stuff like that. I'm actually going to try to help those who are low income. So if you guys actually do have a computer and you can't really afford the games, this is one of the reasons why I'm going to try to do this is to help you guys out. So to give everybody an equal opportunity to purchase games at a reasonable price. I haven't really had the time to work on that project, so I kind of had that sitting off to the side. So it is currently, I kind of suspended the idea for the time being until I can figure out exactly how to go about doing this, that, and the other. So if you guys think that's a good idea, let me know either way. Feel free to drop a comment in chats or feel free to drop a comment down below in the comment section. And at the end of this live stream, I will definitely be checking all the comments and hopefully all the comments are appropriate because I don't know who's going to be popping into my channel or popping onto my live stream. So that's why I definitely want to try to keep everything respectful and professional. Refreshing. I know this is probably the first live stream you guys have probably ever seen me drinking water on, but I think I'm probably going to start drinking a lot more water on my stream as well. So if you guys happen to see me pull up a jar, it's got like a clear liquid in it. That's just water from the tap. There's no alcohol or anything. I don't drink, so it is what it is. I used to, but just don't have the desire for that no more. Some people can basically put stuff like that down and just walk away from it. I just happen to be one of those people. Never really found myself to have a problem with it. So anyway, guys, moving forward, um, this is going to be a very big year, guys. There's going to be a lot of games coming out, and I'm definitely looking forward to checking most of these games out as well. If you guys haven't heard that Farming Simulator 25, well, I'm sure you guys have probably heard Farming Simulator 25 has been out since last November. But if you guys are, in fact, if you do have a computer that does not have an Intel iCore 7 processor, your computer will not be compatible for that. But if you do have a AMD Ryzen 7 with a 3060 graphics card, your PC is already covered. You guys can actually jump in and download the game and enjoy Farming Simulator 25. If you guys are on PlayStation 4 and you're trying to download Farming Simulator 25, sorry to be the Paul Bear of all bad news, guys, but that is not going to be compatible for the PS4 because Giant Software is in fact running Engine 10. I did mention this quite a while back in several of my other videos that I've done, but it is not going to be compatible for the PS4. Now, if you have the PS5 or soon to have the PS6, and from what I'm understanding, the prices of the PS6 is very nauseating. They're saying that the PS6 could run anywhere from $500 to $2,000, guys. So definitely, I would probably just wait until those prices come down before purchasing a game system. That would be my only suggestion. But everyone's a free range human. They can pretty much decide for themselves. So if you do decide to get one while they're fresh, don't let me, I will not stand in your way. If you choose to get one while it's brand new, the best of luck to you. And hopefully everything goes very smooth. Also, guys, Microsoft has, in fact, and I don't think they made the announcement yet, but from my understanding, they are going to be talking about coming out with Windows 12. Oh boy. So I think I'm probably going to either stay on, I'll probably end up using my other computer if I can get back onto my live stream with that. I'll probably use my Windows 10 PC and jump onto my live streams and go from there. But if that is not the case scenario, I may have to try to bump that up to Windows 11, even though that computer is also compatible for Windows 11. I've had it on that PC once before. If you guys are not too sure about downloading Windows 11 on your PC, if you are on Windows 10 and you're not sure if your PC can handle Windows 11, check out PC Help Check. And run the compatibility test, and your PC will tell you if it is also capable for running Windows 11. I think I did show you guys last time when I went to restore my settings or restore my PC back to its restore point. It was asking me if I wanted to download Windows 11, and I declined on both. If you guys do, in fact, have Windows 11 and you want to make sure that your privacy is safe, disable BitLocker and also disable your TPM and download Veracrypt. And as a simple legal disclaimer, I have absolutely zero affiliation with Veracrypt. I have no partnership, no apprenticeship, or no sponsorship with Veracrypt at this time. This is something I'm making a suggestion of. If you want to protect your privacy a lot more, definitely download Veracrypt. I do believe it is a free app to download. All you got to do is sign up, sign in, and there you go. You're good to go. If you guys are planning on downloading Linux, uh, definitely use a thumb drive. Go to their website, linux.com, and look for where. And I would say probably one of the best ones should be Linux Mint. Once you're able to download that, transfer that download directly onto a thumb drive. You can actually run that into your PC, connect that in there. But also, if you do happen to delete some things from Windows 11, if you don't happen to see a recycling thing on there, if you do delete that, that file may not be file may not be resalvageable whatsoever. So if you do delete a file that does not have the revolving circle around it, that file, once it's gone, guys. So be careful of what you're doing. But but Linux is also, you can also still download Microsoft Edge on Linux. So you'll still be able to have access to that. But I don't see why you would want to download that if you're switching from Windows to Linux and then want to go back and use a Windows profile, or not a profile, but Microsoft Edge or something like that. To me, that doesn't make any sense. So hopefully, somebody could probably explain that to me. But if you can, fantastic. If you can't, then I wouldn't worry too much about it. I guess it's really not too important after all. But just saying. So definitely, guys, make sure if you do download um, Linux, be sure to go into BitLocker, disable BitLocker, also disable the TPM, the Trusted Platform module, which I don't really trust either one of those. But if you do have issues with your PC, guys, and say your computer does, I did say I was not, I did say I was not going to move my camera, but today I'm going to show you guys something. I have showed you guys this on quite a few other live streams, but I don't know if you guys have actually caught this or not. But say if you do get the BitLocker recovery key, guys, go into your Microsoft account, and I'm going to show you something. You're going to look for where it says F1 to F10, F10 for 0. Look right down below F1 to F10. This is the code, or this is the verification that you're going to look for. You're going to match this up under your account, what type of PC that you have. This is what you're going to do. You're going to look for this right here, the whole code. This is not exactly your BitLocker code, but look for this right here. And right next to that, you should see your BitLocker ID. So if you do happen to have if you do actually have if you do have BitLocker download, or not downloaded. So your BitLocker number, guys, it is a 48-digit code. You'll find something like, you'll definitely find something like this in your Microsoft account, which would be right next to that little thing that I just showed you. So right next to that, just look over to the right, and you should match that number right below the F1, F10, right there in your Microsoft account. If you find a match, type in that 48-digit number. You don't have to type the hyphens because that will automatically do that for you. Once you complete that, press enter. Your computer may restart a few times, and shortly afterwards, once you do that, you're going to enter your original. What you want to do is enter your original password that you created when you started using the computer. And press your tab key. That will go from the top box to a lower box. That's the confirmation box. You're going to re-enter that exact same password and then press enter. Once you do that, your PC is probably going to process all that information. It's going to unlock your BitLocker, and your PC will probably shut down, or it will basically switch you back over to your Windows home screen. Once you do that, you don't have to worry about going back in. You can turn your PC, you can basically power down your PC, or you can power it back up, or just leave it on. Either way, because BitLocker is already open. Because what BitLocker and the TPM is, it's basically a systematic encryption for your computer. So once you enter that code, BitLocker will, once that's already been entered and it's entered incorrectly, you should have no problem signing back in. Or you can decrypt your whole entire drive, which that's basically going to be a little bit more complicated. But you can also disable BitLocker, and you can also disable the TPM. So if you guys have any questions about that, hit me up in the chats. Let me know exactly what it is you're having an issue with, and go from there. I could try to walk you through the steps and hopefully get you guys' computer back up and back online, and get you right back to where you was before all that chaotic garbage took place. Because the thing is, if you go to because if you do a clean install of your operating system, you're going to lose a lot of your data because of BitLocker. So step one, go into your Microsoft account. You could use any device, mobile phone, computer, tablet, whatever. Just go into your Microsoft account, look for that little code that's right, or not that code, but look for the verification ID number. And right next to that, guys, you'll have your verification key. Again, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, allow me to elaborate and I will show you what I'm talking about, guys. So if you pop up and your screen says BitLocker recovery, this box right here is where you're going to enter that 48-digit number. So once you see F1 to F10 down below, you're going to look for this. You're going to look for this right here. 0 Bravo 6 Delta Delta Charlie 3 hyphen Bravo 652 411 Foxtrot Alpha Charlie 05. But it's not exactly this number here, but it will be displayed. This will be a different number on your PC. So this would be something that you would look for on your own personal computer. This is what I found on my computer. So if you guys do get locked out from by BitLocker, it's not the end of the world. Just go in, look for that code, look for what I just pointed out right there to you. Match that up with your computer, and over to the far right should be a 48-digit number. That would be your BitLocker key. Enter that number into the box. Use F1 to F10 because it's very simple for some people to use the numeric keys here. You don't want to use these. You don't want to use this. None of this over here. Use the top part of the keyboard, F1 to F10. So that's what you're going to do is basically that's what you want to do is type all those numbers into that white box and get that information from your Microsoft account or have someone else read that to you so you can type it in and there's hopefully no mistakes made right there. So you could actually get your computer back up and running a lot quicker than having to read all that information and lose your spot. And it's like, ah, shit, what number was that? So, little simple advice for you guys. If you happen to find this information be useful, please do me a big solid favor. Hit that thumbs up, smash that heart button. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for more content. And be sure to flick the hell out of that bell notification. So therefore, you guys will always be able to get news, updates, and more as it comes out here on the channel. And that also does go to help support the channel as well. So I definitely do want to thank you guys. So if you are a new sub to the channel, you will also be getting a shout out at the very beginning and at the very end of the live stream. But again, that does go to help support the channel, guys. And I would greatly appreciate that as much as possible. If you guys can do it, fantastic. If you guys are in a kind of a little bit of in a crunch, hey, no harm done, no harm, no foul. It is what it is. So I try to help everyone out as much as I possibly can. And by the way, guys, when I do provide information like this on YouTube, I do this at no charge to you guys because if you hire a technician, it's going to run you anywhere from 120 to $150. That's just for 4 hours. That's $30 an hour, guys. So why spend that kind of money hiring a tech when I could do my best to help you guys out and try to get your computer back up for you, get it up and running. Now, if you do have an Xbox, just note for the record, once you do go into your Microsoft account, if you do have an Xbox game console, that could be listed under your Xbox system. And I don't think that you can actually find that information on your Xbox. But definitely look it up on computer or look that up on your phone. Definitely get a screenshot of that code, by the way, or take a picture of it. So if you do happen to lose that, make sure that you have all your files backed up, guys, so you don't lose that code. But if you do lose it, you can always go back in and retrieve it. But just make sure to keep that code on you at all times and keep it safe. And again, I definitely do hope this helps you out immensely because I'm trying to help you guys save money because the hard times that we're going through right now, I definitely do feel like this is the right thing for me to do is to get out here and help people. So that's basically what I'm doing here on the channel, guys. Keeping you guys up to date, let you know what's going on. If you guys need help with anything, let me know in the chats or feel free to let me know in the comments. Don't be ashamed to ask for help because from time to time, I think eventually we all need help at some point in time. So don't ever feel ashamed of that. Matter of fact, You could probably even make good friends that way and not even realize it. Because hey, one day they help you, next day you help them. That's a win-win to me. It's kind of funny how stuff like that kind of turns out, but at least you know who's got your back, and at least you know, at least that person knows that you have their back as well. Cheers. So, if you know somebody, if you know someone who needs help like that, feel free to give them a lending hand if you can. Being kind to someone and being generous to someone, that just goes to show that you have true, that goes to show that you have a good heart. And I think the more people that actually see this, I think pretty soon, eventually down the road, people are going to start opening their eyes and realizing, wow, damn, I can't believe I did this. I did this to that person. What was I thinking? It's not a matter of it's not a matter of what that person was thinking. It's a matter of perspective. It's what you do with that that makes you a better person. So a little word of wisdom here, guys. Not sure if you heard the old saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed. But at the end of the day, guys, it is what it is. So again, I definitely hope that all this, I hope everything that I just mentioned on here was very helpful. Um, I don't really have any content today, guys. I'm just basically passing on information about updates, new games coming out, and much more. Um, so far, I really haven't seen. So far, I really haven't heard very many games coming out just yet. But this is not the. This is not. This year's not over with. But I will definitely keep you all up to date with what's going on as much as I possibly can. But again, if my live stream does in fact end abruptly, very a lot sooner than expected, I will definitely be back on this coming Saturday. So again, if you guys do have questions about anything, don't be hesitant. Please feel free to ask. If there's something I can help you with, fantastic. I will be more than willing to help you guys as much as I possibly can with any type of issue that may be going on. If you guys have computer problems, or not computer problems, computer issues, and you guys would like to know exactly how to fix this or how to fix that, let me know in the comments, or feel free to drop a comment over here in the chats. Let me know what you think. Let me know exactly what you're experiencing, and I will try to get you guys through this the quickest way that I possibly can. If there's something I don't exactly have an answer to, I will look that up, and I will try to get some information back to you guys, and hopefully that is going to be the best information to the best of my knowledge. In, uh, Misinformation, disinformation, I don't do that here on the channel, and I don't plan on doing that either. So I'm very old school, guys. Honesty has always been the best policy. So if a person can't be honest with themselves, if the person can't be honest with someone else, that just goes to prove that they can't be honest with themselves. But that should not defy what type of a person they are, because they've been consumed by their wrongful doings. Never too late to pull them out of the wreckage. They just got to want to get that hand up to be pulled from that wreckage. So that's definitely one thing I would like to pretty much explain to you guys. I also do like to give words of wisdom, because I have actually found myself in situations kind of like that. I found myself in some other tough situations, but over the years, I pretty much mellowed out quite a bit, and I enjoy helping people. I really do. So if you guys have any computer issues or anything like that, let me know exactly what you're dealing with, and I'll try to get you back up and going. And don't worry about if you guys if you guys if you guys would like to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to it. That right there, I think, would be good enough. Because like I said, I don't do this for profit, guys. I do this out of the kindness of my own heart, because this is the person I need to be to help people, and also to kind of bring peace of mind, and also learn from that person of learn from them of what they're going through, help them out the best way that I can, but also keep myself above water as well. But I used to be I used to be a very unpleasant person growing up, but after a while, guys, of going through everything that I did, I'm not going to go into detail of what it was. That's not for entertainment purposes. But just note this for the records, guys. If you think that you guys have had it rough, there's other people out there that's had it a lot worse than you think that they have. So never give up hope. Try to be kind to someone. Try to help them the best way you can. And try to learn from some of the mistakes that you've made, and try not to make those same mistakes again. Because when you learn from some mistakes that you make, that makes you a better person. And that actually makes your life a whole lot easier and makes everything go by smoother. But if a person can't be honest with themselves, if they're no, if a person can't be honest from one person to the next, that just obviously goes to prove that they cannot be honest with themselves. Some people like to back themselves into a corner, into the shadows. Like I tell people, if you're stuck in the middle of a train tunnel, if you turn left or if you turn right, doesn't matter what direction you turn. If you walk in one direction long enough, sooner or later you're going to find a light at the end of that tunnel, regardless of what direction you go. So hopefully these words of wisdom actually gives you guys peace of mind, and hopefully everyone can grow from this, because life is pretty much simple. The only thing that makes life impossible is the person who makes that decision likely impossible, if that makes any sense. But we'll talk about that on another note. But guys, I definitely do want to apologize again, but there are times if I don't see people here on the stream, there is times that I'll probably end the live stream at 9 o'clock if I don't see anyone in the chats, or not so much the chats, but here on the channel. But I'm sure eventually somebody will see it. But just look at it this way: life's not all about, and life is not exactly how hard you have it. It's what you can do to better yourself and continue to push forward and make it a lot easier for yourself. So then, therefore, you can make it easier for other people who's been in almost the exact same situation you've been in, but you can help guide them through it. Having the right guidance through any difficult situation will, in fact, help not only yourself, but that can also put a smile on another person's face too, because that right there will give them hope and can also give them the courage to push through any type of troubles or turmoils that they may have, to push through life and to be able to help other people. So always take that opportunity to think about the situation that you're in and look at somebody else's situation who may have it a lot worse than you've got it, but you can turn that around and make that better for them too. Give them a hand up so they can dust themselves off, shake your hand, and thank you for the support that you've actually shown them. And who knows, you might build a friendship out of that. You never know till you try. But I digress. Well, guys, I'm going to, here in about the next 5 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Um, I've had a pretty long day myself. So I'm going to be thinking about what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be thinking about what I'm going to be doing this coming Saturday. If you guys have any idea of what type of content that you would like for me to present to you guys, let me know over here in the chats or drop a comment down below in the comment section, because I did not, I don't think I've ever asked anyone what you guys would like for me to discuss next. It's not all about me, guys. It's about you guys, the viewers. It's all about helping one another through hard times. Because those hard times, what looks like what looks like that may possibly turn out to be a big boulder can be busted down to smaller gravel. And if you guys put that gravel under your feet after working at chipping away at that boulder, sooner or later, you'll have a handful of rocks, but you won't have that big boulder that big bulky boulder sitting in front of you. Words of wisdom. So anyway, guys, I definitely do want to take the time to thank you guys for being a part of the channel. Big shout out to all these game devs. Also, big shout out to big shout out to all my subscribers, all my viewers, and definitely big shout out to all my moderators. You guys have been phenomenal, and each and every single one of you guys are a legend in your own sophisticated way. Don't let anyone ever tell you any different, because like I said, if you travel down a tunnel and you're standing in the middle of a set of tracks, either way you turn, there's always going to be a light at the end of that tunnel, no matter what direction you turn. Unless, of course, you're trying to cross the tracks, trying to look for that light. There's no light there. This is going to be a big solid object. Sometimes you got to work your way around the walls, guys. Sometimes you got to feel your way through the dark just to get to a lit up source, to finally to get out of that tunnel and to be able to stretch back and take a deep breath and look at the accomplishment that you made by taking that tunnel challenge one step at a time. But again, I definitely do want to take the time to thank you guys for allowing me to give you the words of wisdom. And again, big shout out to each and every single one of you. You guys are phenomenal. And if you guys have missed the live stream at the very end and you're just now catching on to this, you guys can always go back to the very beginning and check out the live stream from the very beginning. Hopefully my audio is a lot better than what it has been. If not, let me know in the comments and I will try my best to fix this audio issue. But until then, stay safe, stay sharp, stay frosty, and most of all, stay vigilant. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.